Hello, my dear students. How is every one of you? I hope you are all in a good health. Are you ready to start with a new lesson and learn about articulations? Of course you are. Let's start. Let's make a small revision. As you know, that every person has a skeleton that's made up of bones. This skeleton has very important roles. For example, it supports the body. It allows the movement of the body like walking or jumping and even dancing. It protects our body also. As you know also that our bones are linked together by length. Now I want from each one of you to move your upper limbs. Are you able to move them? Are they one or two bones? Of course, they are more than one bone. We have the arm bone and we have the forearm bones. Are these bones joined with each other or each one is found alone? Of course, they are joined. Any two bones inside the body are joined together by joints or articulations. Let's start explaining our lesson, but let's first watch this video with each other. Let's keep in our minds that an articulation or a joint is a place where two or more bones join inside our bodies. Now we're going to see some articulations that are found inside our body and they are colored in blue. Here we go. For example, this is an articulation that joins the pelvic to the thigh bone. These are the articulations that are found in the hand and they join the hand bones. This is another articulation or a joint that joins the arm and the forearm bones. This is an articulation that joins the leg and the foot bones, and another articulation that joins the leg and the thigh bones. Now open your books on page 168 in order to solve activity number 1. We have here an athlete. This athlete is jogging. This is the skeleton of this athlete. As you can see that each two bones are connected with each other. For example, the arm bone and the forearm bones are connected with the elbows articulation. The forearm bones and the hand bones are connected or joined with the wrist articulation. Here we have the knee articulation that joins the thigh bone and the leg bone. We have also the ankle articulation that joins the leg bone and the foot bones. We have here the shoulder articulation that joins the scapula to the arm bone. We have here also an additional articulation that is called the hip articulation and it joins the pelvic to the thigh bone. So the names of articulations are an elbows articulation, a shoulders articulation, a wrist articulation, a knees articulation, an ankles articulation, and a hips articulation. And as a definition, articulation is the place where two or more bones are joined. Now we're going to solve page 169. The athlete performs several movements. Name the moving parts of his body. Observe the first document. You will see that this athlete is moving his upper and lower limbs, so the answer is the limbs. On the articulated mannequin, the moving parts of the body are colored red. These parts that look like sticks are the parts of the limbs. The places that fold are surrounded in blue. These places are the articulations. Give the names of these articulations. You have 6 articulations we mentioned before a while. You have to write them here and circle the correct answer. If we block the elbow joint of this athlete, he may or he may not bend, move his arm. Of course, he is unable to move his arm. The athlete is able to move and bend his limbs through the articulations or through the bones. Of course, it's due to the articulations, because if we have also bones without articulations, we can't move them. I complete. At the level of the articulations, the bones can move relative to each other. Thus, we can perform movement with our body. The articulations serve to move the limbs. These are the answers here. Pause the video and copy the answers. In this video now, we're going to learn what do we mean by ligaments. Here we have the arm bone and the forearm bones, and they are connected to each other by the elbow's articulation that's colored in blue. At the level of this articulation, you can see that we have here something that's called ligament. This ligament attaches the arm bone to the forearm bones. So, at the level of the articulation, we have a ligament that attaches each two bones with each other. This is the first ligament, and this is the second ligament here. Now turn your books on page 117 in order to solve the second document. Observe and answer the questions. The below document represents the articulation. Which articulation do we have here that join the arm bone to the forearm bones? Of course, it is the elbow's articulation. I complete. In the arm, there is, how many bones do we have in the arm? We have only one bone. In the forearm, there are two bones here. At the level of this articulation, the bone of the arm, it is attached to the two forearm bones by the ligaments. I conclude. An articulation is a junction between two or more bones. It allows a wide variety of movement. At the level of an articulation, the bones are attached to each other by ligaments. These are the answers here. Pause the video and copy them. I hope you enjoyed this video. Goodbye.